You have day 6, 1 hour yin yoga class, so just getting your bolster, your blocks, your mat, blanket, anything you would like to get nice and comfy. Don't mind my squinting, the sun's right in my eyes today. And when you are ready with your props, we're making our way onto our back. And finding yourself as comfortable as you can. As always, we fidget, let go of any wiggles that we need to be able to rest comfortably on our back. And then using the bolster underneath the knees if that feels good, maybe a block underneath the head if you feel like your head's hanging from the neck. And then outstretching the arms down by your side, feet a little wider than the hips, and then softening your gaze when you feel comfortable. And taking a big breath in through the nose, releasing through the mouth. Only a count of 4 as you inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. A count of 6 as you exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For 6, inhale. For 8, exhale. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allowing the breath to be natural. And today's yin unfolding brings us to our liver. You're just connecting with the location of your liver. This large organ is located in the upper right cavity of the abdomen. And it rests just underneath the diaphragm. Maybe here you place your right hand onto that area. And just start to send your breath here, upper right cavity of the abdomen. And on your inhale breath, just feel the diaphragm massage the liver. When you inhale, the diaphragm presses down. Feel the liver feeling to the palm of your hand. And then exhale, the diaphragm contracts with that, squeezing also the organs within it as it presses upwards to draw the breath out of the lungs. And the function of the liver is to regulate the chemicals in our blood. And it separates the good from the bad, so everything we ingest, everything we digest. The liver gets rid of the waste, it works with the gallbladder with the production of bile, breaking down the fats. And in that separation of good from bad, it also turns these nutrients into compounds are more easily read by our body. So not only do nutrients get broken down from the food in our body, they then get re-broken down again to compounds more easier to read by our cells, so our cells can then digest them also. And that all takes place in the liver. So here just connecting with the meridian lines of the liver, seeing them light up as you follow, or just sensing the lines as you follow. Beginning on the inside nail of the big toe, then runs along the top of the foot, climbs the front of the ankle, then runs up the inside part of the leg to the pubic area. From here, it goes into the lower abdomen, where it enters into the liver and gallbladder. It then branches to the lung, follows the throat and connects with the eyes. It branches again across the cheeks and circles the lips. Another branch goes to the forehead, entering the crown of the head. And following this line with your breath. And setting your intention here to nourish your liver for the next hour. When you feel ready, slowly coming to roll onto your side. You're going to rise to begin seated today. So we're beginning with our square pose. So this may look different for a few of you. Square pose at its fullest expression is we're stacking the right shin and calf on top of the left. So right foot comes to left knee, right knee rests on top of left foot, and here we come to fold forward. Now you can bring the bolster, of course, across the hips to fold forward. If that feels like no way that's going to happen for my hips, we're going to find a cross-legged, still may feel a bit icky, so we've got options here for blocks to come underneath the knees. I can't reach my second block, but grab onto yours. Blocks are coming underneath the knees. Maybe cushion under the bum or another block under the bum, and then we're releasing to a fold. You can also bring yourself up against a wall here just to help support the push forward. You don't want to feel like you're trying to hang on for dear life to fold forward. So choosing your option that feels most comfortable for you. And then when you feel ready, we're coming to relax and fold. And for the last half of our time here, we're going to transition into our sleeping swan pose. So from this stack or cross of the legs, we're going to swing the right leg long behind us. And first we can find deer pose, bringing right knee to the left foot, or we extend the right leg long behind. I'm just making sure that left hip's grounded, so placing a block underneath the left hip if you need, or do just come into your deer pose. And then we find a fold over the bolster or over the thigh. You've got your last 30 seconds here. Letting go of any tension that your body may have started to hold on to. Releasing that tension with your out breath. Refolding a little deeper. Softening the glutes, the hip flexors, the shoulders. And drawing the hands back towards the body to exit, and find a roll onto the left hip to come out. And we find that nice little wiggle through the hips by windshield wipering out through the legs. And we're moving straight into our second side. So first we begin in our square pose or our cross leg. This time the right leg is underneath, the left leg is stacked on top, or we have left leg in front of right for that cross-legged position. So finding what's most comfortable for you, placing blocks under the knees, placing bolster where you need it, and then we come to hinge at the hips and fold ourselves forward. start to transition into our sleeping swan or our deer pose. Left knee comes to the right foot, or we extend our left leg long behind. Really checking in that that right glute is on the mat, and then we fold forward over bolster or over thigh. We can always use our blocks and our props to ground the forehead, so we always want the head grounded, not hanging. Being mindful again of what's starting to tense up, soften the jaw, relax the eye sockets, release the press of the tongue from the top of the mouth, creating space in the body with the breath where it needs, and releasing that hold, that tension on the exhale breath. Deep breath into outer right hip. And exhale, we walk hands back, we rise. Make our way to a rebound, taking the option for belly or back. Taking the option to remain bent in the knees. Option for bolster under knees. And be redrawing those meridian lines in the big toe, over the foot, the ankle, inside of the legs to the pubic area, all the way up to the liver, the lungs, the throat, to the eyes, the cheeks, all the way to the very crown of the head. In Chinese medicine, it is believed that it is our soul that lives inside the liver. It's the house of the soul. You're welcome to remain in your rebound for longer. or if all of those tingles or sensations have begun to fade, we slowly begin to rise once again to meet seated, to transition into our next posture. So next we are finding our dragon lunge. Grabbing your bolster and just placing it about halfway down your mat, along the width of your mat. We're coming to step the left foot forward. Grabbing your 2 blocks, placing both of the blocks inside of your foot on whichever height feels good for you to rest your hands on as we lunge. So both hands are inside the left foot. If you have the space, you may want to remove the bolster from underneath the thigh. And if you have the space, we can also drop down to the forearms. And with your head, you can choose to let it hang heavy. Maybe hold the head, the gaze down. Maybe choose to stack the blocks if you're down on your elbows to support the head. This is a posture that gets quite intense over time, so try not to go to your edge straight up. Just allow the body to open super gently. Notice that if the breath starts to change, that's a sign you've gone too far. Just pull yourself out a little. Got just under 2 more minutes here. Final minute. Maybe the hips start to soften a little more. Maybe we remove some props. Easing the breath too slow and let the body know it's okay. Resisting the urge to come out. Noticing the difference between discomfort and pain. If you feel any burning or sharp tingling sensations, just pull yourself out a little, but if it's just uncomfortable, use the power of your breath. Feeling that sense of freedom and release on the other side of the discomfort here in our yin postures. Taking one more deep inhale. And as you exhale, we can start to exit our lunge, lengthening through that leg as we walk the hands back. Taking a moment here in our tabletop, just moving through some cat-cows. Choosing to extend the legs long if that feels good. Taking any rebound movements that you like to make your way into the second side. So our second side, we step the right leg forward this time. Right leg out, right foot outside the pinky finger. We can place the bolster underneath that left thigh. Hands to our blocks if we need. Choosing whatever height of the blocks feels good and stable for you. Placing a cushion or blanket under that left knee also if it feels a bit tough on the knees to be in your lunge for some time. Knowing that you want to support the body as much as you can through your yin practice, letting go of the ego completely, bolster yourself up as much as you need. And the whole idea is to let the body open itself without our force, because if we force, it can then do the opposite and tense up. And here, noticing what stories, emotions, feelings are showing up in the body right now. It may all make sense when we talk about the consciousness of the liver. I definitely know one of those is anger. So if you're feeling a little frustrated, trying to hold here, maybe it's a little blockage there in the liver. Just breathing through it, letting it go so it can move on, release, more energy flow. Greater capacity to separate the good from the bad. Less than 1 minute to go. Breathing deep into the hips, relaxing hip flexors, the glutes, the ankles. One more deep breath in without rushing, bringing yourself back out nice and gentle. Finding a rebound here. Maybe you choose to drape over the bolster on your belly or come to rest on your back. And before you drift off to sleep, coming back, gentle roll to the side, head is heavy as we lift to our seat. Next we have our dragonfly fold. So using your bolster under your block, under your hips if you need, we're coming into a forward fold. We're taking both of our legs out nice and wide. Bolster comes in front of us lengthways, and here we're creating a bit of an incline with the bolster to support the belly in our fold. So choosing what height feels good to you, we're coming to lay our tummies down onto the bolster and just feeling how much space you have in your own hips. We might not want the block under the bolster, we might just want to come lay on the belly, or maybe your belly and chest reach the earth without any props. Again, you can use the wall behind you here. If you have the wall, there's an option to bring your hips and glutes to the corner edge of floor and wall where it meets, and we open the legs into our split with legs up the wall. And once you've found your most comfortable position, just taking a nice deep breath in, full breath out here, really working that meridian line of the liver through the inner seam of the legs into the pubic area. And as we rest here in our fold, just becoming aware of the consciousness of the liver, the motions, the experiences, and our perceptions that get stored here in this organ and through these channel lines. Anger, benevolence, destiny, faith, growth, hope, memory, movement, organisation, planning, processing, protection, resentment, soul, strength, synthesizing, and vision. If you've got your head turned to one side in your fold, just release into the opposite cheek. Lifting, walking hands back from your fold. From here, we're moving straight into our reclined butterfly. Again, option to bring the bolster onto an incline behind you. We're coming to lay this time our back onto the bolster. Just make sure it's nice and stable. And bringing your soles of the feet to touch. Dropping knees out wide. If it feels a little bit too intense for the hips, we can place the blocks underneath the knees. If you feel like you have enough space in your spine for a greater back bend than having the support of the incline, you can remove the block. Maybe you just lay the length of your spine down. If you feel discomfort in the lower back, sit a block at the end of your bolster. That will just take the deep crease out of the lower back bend. And we can come to rest our head and our spine down. Or to find the greatest expression of this pose, we can bring the bolster across the width of the mat. Open high through the heart, making sure the head's grounded to earth or block, and reaching arms up and overhead. And just one more minute here in your reclined butterfly, breathing deep into your chest, into your hips. Letting go of tension through the out breath, maybe that nice release out through the mouth. Really gently supporting your spine as you lift your torso and your head back from the earth. And we're making our way down to our pentacle pose on our backs, using bolster underneath knees, knees bent, legs long, whatever feels supportive and comfortable for your body. Knowing that there's no rush to get into position, just taking in your own time. Listening to your own body and the energy that's moving throughout the moment. And coming to rest where you feel like you've created as much space as you can in your body, shuffling shoulders, head, hips, lengthening spine, making sure your body is outstretched through your center line. When you find your position, inhaling through the nose and using an exhale to land here in your resting pose. And finding that exploration of the consciousness of the liver in the body. What these words trigger in your body or show up in your mind's eye when mentioned. Anger, benevolence, destiny, faith, growth, hope, memory, movement, organization, planning, processing, protection, resentment, soul, strength, synthesizing, vision, and taking a breath into these emotions, these perceptions, experiences, all as a whole. And releasing any of those that are not serving your liver at this time, or your body. Through the mouth, long exhale. And taking rest here in that nourishment of flowing chi that you've created through the compressing and stretching of your liver meridian lines. Just remaining here on your back, finishing your practice here, choosing to get up in your own time when you feel ready. And when that time comes, taking it nice and slow to enter into the rest of your day or your evening. And staying in stillness or joining me to bring palms touch, thumbs to third eye. Repeating in your mind, I create my own reality. Bringing your thumbs to your lips. I speak my truth. And bringing your thumbs to my heart. And taking this recognition of your liver and its major role it plays in our overall health, our overall functioning of the body. Being mindful of what we choose to place through our digestion, whether you think it's something that the liver can easily break down for our body to read, if it's something that our liver isn't going to work too hard at to separate the good from the bad so the toxins can be fully released from our body. Remembering the major role the liver plays in digestion. It's not just our stomach and our intestines. Without the liver, we would not be able to receive and translate the nutrients into our system for support and growth and well-being. Hope you have a wonderful day 6. Namaste.